That's why we do a lot of cleaning. That's the energy hygiene part. Before we energize, like Pat said, we always clean. And I have heard so many stories of practitioners of other forms of energy healing where cleaning is not part of what they do. And yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can trigger unwanted things. You can. So the hygiene is part of the safety, which is important.
And if I could add something to that, the way it was explained to me is everything is energy. And if energy is all around us, how come we have, a system that is blocked or compromised? It is because we have internal blocks within us. So that's what, me too, when I actually heard about the cleansing aspect first, I was like, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
If we have this flow of energy coming through us, why isn't the body healthy? What's it getting stuck on? There's blockages within. So I really appreciated that aspect of pranic healing where, you're thoroughly cleansing before the system before any energy is added, and it makes the energizing much quicker. That fresh product going in, the body quickly uses it, and yeah, people feel better. I think
Yeah.
that's one of the key points of,
I think a lot of people intuitively understand the idea of blocks,
mhm.
but with pranic healing, we understand blocks in a much deeper way. It's not just blocks. It's congestion in different areas. It's overactivation of certain energy centers. So we have a much deeper understanding of what those blocks are.
And I think also too in pranic healing, we subscribe to the 11 chakra model. When Theosophy brought it over to the West, they never said there was only seven, but I've heard and read that when you're bringing something new over to a group of people, you want to make it simple, you want to make it memorable. So, there are seven chakras, but when in pranic healing, when we're dealing with ailments of the body, the founder, Grandmaster Choa, actually identified 11 major chakras that strictly affect the physical body and the health thereof. So that's the model that we use. We do a little bit more expanded version.
And if I might add to that as well, is it's not just like traumas and big things that we have accumulated over the years through the events and the people we've met and things we've done. I think it's also sometimes we can walk into an environment that is dirty in itself and we get contaminated by this, and then we bring back that crap that we have accumulated around us at home. And if we don't remove that, then we continue to stay in that dirty energy until it's removed and then cleared. Like we can walk literally with a dark cloud over our head, and it may not be visible, but in the invisible for some people, they can see it. Like literally you can't see because it is there.
Mhm.
And the hygiene allows to clean that energy and have a more flowing life.
And Christine, it's not always energy work, but there's a lot of practical aspects to sanitation as well, right? You
Oh, there certainly is. In fact, I was so grateful. I was looking on the wall of here. I'm actually in one of my healing rooms, and there's pranic, psychic, self-defense, and people have contacted me and said, can you come clean my office? Can you come clean my home? We just moved into this house, but the people before, they had bad vibes or something. And so I always bring one of my assistants, and we go to an office or to a home, and you can scan just like you scan the body, and you have your things that you bring, and you work on the house or you work on the office. And so we do that. But the other thing we do is I always teach people, once I've done it, I teach them, now this is how you keep your office clean. This is how you keep your home clean. This is how you keep yourself clean. And I sometimes we'll say, come on into my healing center, turn on your video on your iPhone and just watch me. And I'm going to demonstrate an hour for you and you have it on tape. Now take it home and learn it. And so it's this, I'm teaching them how to fish instead of always bringing them a fish dinner. I'm teaching them how to fish. But like at my center, I am very, very careful. And I work with a client, let's say 1 hour, 2 hours, and then they leave. I give myself a good hour in between to take a shower with lavender and salt. I change my clothes. And while I'm cleansing my body, the healing room is being energized with certain music, certain incense that I've lit. There's all different things that you do. You let the air out. And so I'm all ready. And then I go through some meditations and I get myself prepared. And then when my next client comes in, I always say, there's not one atom of negative energy in my healing room. Come on in. Glad to have you. Have a seat. What can I do for you? And because the last thing I want is someone to walk in that has their troubles, their burdens, their illness, whatever, and then pick up a little negative friend along the way. That's not how we operate. And then part of what I do when I'm finished, they have a little goodie bag, like what we're offering the people here. And it's how to keep yourself clean. Here's some soap, here's some spritz, here's some this, here's some that. This is what I'd like you to do 3 times a week. And the thing is about me, because I was a teacher for so long, I do give homework and I check the homework. So if I ask you to please do the Twin Heart meditation 3 times a week, I may call you one of those days and say, so how'd that meditation go for you? Oh, you didn't have time. Well, let's do it together. Let's do it right now on Zoom. I'll do it with you. And once they do it, in fact, one of my clients said she wanted me to record it with my voice, because then she would do it. I guess I have a commanding voice. So she said if she hears my voice, she's going to meditate. So I went ahead and just read it and recorded it and sent it to her. And I thought that was pretty neat, and it helped her. So whatever it takes to help the clients, you do that. So I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, that's really good. In pranic healing, you're not told what to do or how to do it. Well, you are told those things, but you're also shown and you learn how it works. What is the mechanism behind an incense stick? Why do sound bowls work? Why does sage work? What else is another form of space clearing? So you learn all these things as you take the class. Well, actually in that first class, you go over hygiene and, from cleaning offices to homes to moving in new places. It's all very important because, how important is water in a fish tank? It's critical. So you don't want to be marinating in, energy that is compromising your field. You're going out to a healer, spending all this money trying to get yourself well and unblocked, but you keep putting yourself back into the same environment. You're in a cycle. So when you empower your clients or individuals to, understand the tools that they use, it's extremely beneficial.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for saying that.